So if they weren't constantly borrowing from your like social media repertoire, like your the terminologies that we drop on each other, sometimes it's like like a harbinger of an Overton window, or they think that people are getting something together, and they want to find out what that is. And so like that's why Kamala watches my channel. And but if it's helping her, I can't really say that, because if they're deconstructionist, and when she's on camera on the spot, then she makes these like Freudian slips and stuff. It's like messing her up. So I'm like pat myself on the back, because you really got them good. You giving them a tough time, but like if you keep looking for a signal or a way to convey that like nobody likes you, we hate you, like, and then trying to indicate that like there's not a large number of people that resonate the same perspectives that or views that you have, then it's gaslighting you. Then if they weren't doing that, then they would be able to process when somebody hates them. So like they can't tell you like for an hour that it was a bomb, or that like there's like the attack happened at a synagogue. They're like it's a mosque, like twice. Like because they would be like, there's people out there that hate you, and they actually targeting you. Like no, no. And then I would feel bad for them and pat them on the back, like it's okay, like we've been there before, like but I don't want to pat them on the back, because they're just deconstructionists and they cannibalize my videos, and then I get no views. It says 0 views. Like that's how they, at first they're like, this is a way to like a signal. You need something like a signal. When you're talking about that, you're talking about you. When I talk about Bill Cosby and Orenthal, James Simpson, that I'm talking about you. Or if I'm talking about like something like white nationalists, alt-right writers, and I'm talking about you, even though you're not. Like you're not a MAGA just because you voted. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like MAGA is maggot, like they call you maggots. Stop doing that, calling people maggots, because when people try to like sanitation workers, like they declare themselves sanitation workers, and before they can do an atrocity, you have to be demonized, like you're a cockroach and all this kind of stuff. So if you can process that there's people calling you that, you have to wonder what's the real threat. Like, is it the bear or the mosquito? The mosquito kills more people than bears, but you're in a small like vicinity. Like let's say you're 20 feet away from a bear and there's a mosquito flying around. Like which one do you swat? Like which one do you deal with first? You might not be able to swat a bear, but you have to deal with that first. So it's like they don't want to mention that there's like that they're bringing over people whose ideology want like to demonize them and kill them. So let's focus on you instead. Like you got a rip in your jeans, like your shoes, or you're wearing like Skechers or something. Like look at you wearing Skechers or something like that, like picking on. And that might not be the real mark of like where somebody's missing the mark. Like you're not really pointing out anybody missing the mark. It's just like, they have to put forward that you're incapable of the thing that they're incapable of doing. So it's like, oh, you use a race baiting carrion or something, like you're this, you're that, like. But you guys are always asking for, like, you always want to provoke like nuclear annihilation or something. Like they're not happy unless we're like taking it up a notch. That's when they said we got to kick it up a notch, because like they found a shadow navy vessel supplying drones that was doing some kind of like Denmark, scaring people in Denmark, and you don't know if it's Russian or not, but like they're like already entertaining the idea that it is Russia, so that they can put pressure on Trump to kick it up a notch. You know, give us something that will accelerate brinkmanship or something. Like, that's why I call them soulless ass kisses, because even though they look like normal people and I don't even hate them, I always catch them like saying, why, like, how come the so-and-so and the so-and-so isn't like supplying with like, you know, like we need to have a cruise missile that can hit Moscow or something. Like they probably can't hit Moscow, but they want to do like a combined barrage to try to like get something to hit them with, even though they'll shoot most of that shit down. And they're like, oh, you got to give it to us. And then these guys actually think that we should be doing that. Like, it's not fake. Like, they actually keep asking for more deep penetrating, like, things that, like, it's going to create this scenario that they want to be able to say that they have limited options, then to go ahead and push it to the next level. Like, it's got to be like, they don't just think that if nukes are real, first of all, and it's the thing is, I'll say like, oh, they're not real and stuff. You'll hear me speculate as to if they're even real. The only reason that they're attached to the idea of nukes being real is to scare the shit out of everybody. Then when it's a possibility that we could fuck around and find out, they're all for it. I'm like, you're a soulless ass kiss now. And they were like, well, they started it. I was like, yeah, I mean, we could kick that around too, but I mean, that's not the point at this. I did right now, like, it's not really the point.